Good morning, this is moving day. We're moving down to Pahrump. We are in Death Valley now. I really hope you've enjoyed all the photos. I've really gotten back into my groove with photography a little bit here because it's just almost impossible not to. Included lots of photos in the last few videos. Certainly hope you've enjoyed those. And here's Penny making a cameo. By the way, the power problems we've been having this year, I haven't thought about that, and I'm bringing it up because it's an important part of RVing these days. And I'm not an electrician, this is just a guess. So for the longest time, I think a lot of these campgrounds, especially the smaller campgrounds, have been able to get away with an older electrical system, especially 30 amp. That technology is older. It's not able to keep up with some of the load because RVing today is way more popular than it's ever been. So a lot more people are doing this. A lot more people are on campgrounds. They're all running things inside their campers, like their AC and other things. So as more people draw load on these older circuits, the more and more problems we're gonna see. And I certainly hope that campgrounds are gonna take this as a hint that, you know, maybe you've gotten away with with older and, quite frankly, less reliable electronics long enough. Maybe it's time for an upgrade. I don't know, this year we've just seen it a lot. Probably too much, but 50 amp, we've never had a problem with 50 amp because that's newer and that's more reliable. So that's just my thought. Popularity is increasing, networks aren't yet. But as soon as that catches up, I think we'll see some improvement. What do you think, Penny? What do you think? And by the way, if you're wondering how Penny is doing with her dew claw, it is pretty much back to normal. She is back to normal. She's running around. She's her happy self. So that was a couple days of weirdness, and Penny didn't know what was going on, but she's all better now. She's all better. Somebody's back here doing her hair. Shower.
Clean hair.
Are you ready to move on? Or are you not ready to move on?
I'm ready to move on. It'll be good to go back to civilization, get groceries. Not be quite so hot. I think it's supposed to be 10 degrees cooler in Pahrump than it is here. So, I'm ready.
Goodbye, Death Valley. Well, at least Furnace Creek Campground. Lucked out in getting this very nice full hookup spot. And heading to full hookups in Pahrump, Nevada now. This is a first for an RV park for us. They have a really nice high pressure RV wash. And boy, did Charlie our Airstream need it.
All right, let's go for a walk. This definitely has a KOA Tucson feel. Lots of people seem to be here for a little while. They're doing work. You're packed in here, but you're not right next to your neighbor, which is nice. Yeah. Right here. That smells delicious, by the way. Whatever that is. Smells like burgers. There's an RV wash right there, which you saw. That was much needed.
Yeah. Much needed. I don't remember the last time that we gave the Airstream a bath. They have a vineyard here. They have a restaurant that has very good reviews. But the vineyard, they do wine tours 3 times a day, but they also do wine tastings as long as they're open for free. We may have to go over and do some wine tastings.
Who, us? We wouldn't do that. Nice looking pool back here. And a hot tub. And of course your neighborhood helicopter. That's a big pool. Laundry room. What's back here? Showers. Private showers, not bad. Looks like there's 4 of them here. Yeah, it's a big pool. And there's 4 private showers. They're not huge, but
supposed to be 8.
they'll work. Well, then there's 4 on the other side too.
And then that is all on like acres and acres of nature preserve, which is why the view from the pool is so good.
Nice.
Because nobody can build out there.
Nice. Wine barrels.
Restaurant, I think, is here, and the winery's over there.
By the way, we should probably tell you where we are. We're at Wine Ridge RV Resort in Pahrump, Nevada.
Here's the second pool. There's ping pong over there.
I think it was like 33 or 35 a night for where we are, but there's different levels of sites here. So these sites are the expensive ones. That's why they're not full. Just depending on where you are.
It's on the nature preserve.
And if you're, yeah, apparently if you're on the nature preserve, or you don't back up into another rig, it's more expensive. We're not there. But this is an expensive site at the end. Not only do you have a nice big area here, but you have this to look at, which is better than another rig. And the monthly rates here are less than 500 for a lot of sites, so that probably accounts for why it's so busy and it seems like people are set up for a little while. And by the way, Pahrump, Nevada is way bigger than I thought it was. It's very spread out, but it's got your Home Depot, it's got your Walmart, it's got all kinds of grocery stores like Albertsons and Smith's and things like that. Uh-oh, how you gotta pick up poop. And speaking of Albertsons, we're doing that next. So what do we do when we have hookups?
Try new recipes in the Instapot.
In the Instapot.
We're trying a honey balsamic pork chop recipe with green beans. So we will let you know how it goes. If it turns out good, I will link to it.
We have a 1,000 watt pure sine inverter. That guy is 1,000 watts. He's a 1,000 watt Instapot, right? Yeah, Instapot. So we tried cooking stuff in the Instapot on just our inverter, and it didn't really, it was like borderline, but it didn't really work. So if you have anything more than a 1,000 watt inverter, it would probably work for you so you don't have to wait till you have hookups. We just don't have that inverter because we got a refurb. It was a good deal when we had the solar installed, so we didn't get that. Or a more powerful inverter. We were so close to so close. Of course, at that point, we didn't even have this thing, so it wasn't an issue. But now it is.
I could have gotten the smaller Instapot, which is...
There's like a 600 watt.
It's 750, and
oh,
it's
750.
a 3-quart instead of a 6-quart, which means it cuts it in half.
We wanted the bigger...
Yeah, there's no
Instapot.
way a 3-quart would have covered us, so... Oh well. Live and learn.
Live and learn is right. Delicious onions.
That's actually not part of the recipe, but I think it's going to go well with it.
We love onions, so onions go well with everything. Green beans are done and ready. Ooh, these look good. Pork is also done already. The sauce was a little thin. Little thin. You could make pretty much anything in an Airstream like you can in a house. The one area where we really feel the difference, we notice it, is Thanksgiving. Because we can't exactly shove a 16-pound turkey inside our oven. It maybe a 5-pound at that. So luckily we have Courtney's parents, so we go there and it's no problem. But For big, huge meals like Thanksgiving, that's where we notice the difference. But otherwise, it's just a different process, but you can do pretty much everything.
The baking is not quite the same level because it's such a small oven and because we don't have as good temperature control. But I think you could learn how to make it work. I'd give it like 2 more minutes and then it'll be syrupy enough.
And honey and balsamic, that's all that's in there, and it's delicious.
Honey, balsamic, the pork juices, and seasonings like salt and garlic powder and stuff.
Okay, we're gonna wait for this to finish and then sit down, have some dinner, probably stream something on Hulu, and call it a night. We are leaving not tomorrow, but the next day to go to Valley of Fire again.
For just a couple days.
Remember Valley of Fire? Oh, that was the first major place we were at when we left initially the first time in 2017? Yeah, 17. Beautiful place, can't wait to get back there. That's gonna be fun.
Ooh, that's close.